I'll take you there with my power.
Well, there you go, boys. We've woke up so well rested. Son, another day, another sling calamity Ganon, as they say, son. We're going to do some calisthenics by climbing up on our furniture, son. Get that heart rate going first thing in the morning. Looks like Link got a little too hot in the middle of the night and kicked off his berserker pants and his Lionel mask, son. Who hasn't been there before? But that's all right, because we're going to greet the day. I 100% expected it to be raining on this, the final morning of TMVA Breath of the Wild. Greet the day, son. Let the breeze blow across your tank. Speaking of which, where is Magnum? He should be here to greet the day with me. Hey, buddy. How you doing? He's like, I was doing pretty good. Until I found myself standing before your elf boy Visage. I'm like, boys, that the source I got Magnum for his birthday is really paying off. Eat these out of my hand. Unless we're not good friends. That's what I thought. Of course we're going to be good friends in the final episode. He's not eating the apples. I can't believe we're ending the end of the playthrough. It started raining. Magnum's disdain for us has changed the weather, just like the X-Files. Boys, what a way to start the final fucking episode. You know what? I'm just going to go to bed and sleep this bad intro off. We can get this shit going proper. I tell you. Oh. Hold on, I gotta do a little bit of reputation farming right there at the end. I wonder what I've done to make that horse mad other than having a cool motorcycle. Alright, you eat these, so after I go to bed and wake up... Did the rain already stop, son? At 10-0 range, you can never predict them. Yeah, I'd say this intro is pretty good summation of TMVA Breath of the Wild now that I think about it. I wouldn't change a thing. Alright, well, you're sitting there thinking about how your good friend, the Elf Boy Hero, is all the time giving you apples. We're going to cook ourselves the final breakfast, son. I wanted to sing a version of It's the Final Countdown, but I don't trust myself to do it properly. I guess we could get dressed before we eat breakfast. What are we, Crimson Tunic these days? I lose track of these things. Yeah, there you go. That looks like the kind of boy that cooks a prim and proper breakfast. Now, remember, we cook whatever the hell we want because we're never doing it again after this. So, why don't we just start with the 5-meat special. The meat skewer. Full recovery. Full meat. Full protein. Alright, and you need a little vegetation to go with it. So how about some mushrooms, which we will lightly garnish with additional meat. Hell yeah, boys. That's the good shit. We'll use that at the end of the game. What if I made my famous bananas elf boy? You're like, oh, is that like Bananas Foster where you like get the flambe and caramelize it? I'm like, it's like that, except it's a bunch of bananas and a big slab of meat. Guy Fieri would lose his fucking mind right now, boys. Apparently the bananas just got absorbed into the skewer. But boys, if we won't have potassium, I ain't going to get an area fucking cramp. Okay. And now, for the best dish of all. Let's take a razor shroom, a banana. What else do we have that raises attack? These things. They're like a little attack up. And another banana. And a shard of Denral's horn. And see what we get. That lasts 30 minutes, boys. You're like, you mean a tenth of the length of this fucking episode? I'm going to be like, Jesus. I mean, I could have woke up in my drawers and just ran and beat Calamity Ganon. Are you really? Like, in such a rush for everything to be over? In all seriousness, no. Let's cook a few Full heals. We ain't got to watch the animation for these. Every one of these we cook is like the equivalent of a red-green herb combo. Red-green-yellow herb combo even, son. If the merchant from RE4 were here, he'd be salivating at the thought of buying it at a high price. Alright. I just want to make sure when we're in there dealing with Calamity Ganon that we don't run out of snacks. We don't get low blood sugar, son. It's the #1 killer of Elf Boy Heroes. Alright, we're going to cook these last 4 Endure Shrooms to get max stamina. Like Max Steel. You think Max Steel didn't cook orange mushrooms? Did anyone watching this watch Max Steel or Action Man or any of those other CGI shows? You're like, I watched Reboot. I'm like, how dare you put Reboot in the same category as those terrible shows, son? Reboot is way up here, boys. Reboot's up here with the Money for Nothing music video. The guys from the Money for Nothing music video appear in Reboot. That's how you know it's good. Alright, that's plenty of heals and shit. We've got fish. Do we have any good fish? Mighty Porgies. I want 4 Mighty Porgies. Garnished lightly with bananas, son. This is Guy Fieri's favorite episode, son. Every aspect of it. Hell yeah. How many bananas do we need for it to... Alright, let's try 2 bananas and 3 fish. I want to see what combo results in them not being completely absorbed into the meat of the dish. Miyamoto's like, I never thought anyone would try this nonsense. Still mighty fish, huh? Okay. Smug assholes. How about 4 bananas and 1 fish? I'm gonna have the most fucking attack up. Give it to me, baby. The good shit. Damn, boys. Bananas are not a very strong flavor. Probably has something to do with how, you know how banana candy, like Banana Runts, doesn't taste like an actual banana? Apparently they're based on a strain of banana that was popular back when those candies were made. But then because bananas are like spliced and all have the same genetics, so that way you don't have seeds in them, it like one little parasite or whatever fungi got into the whole mess and killed them. So now we've got like a second type of banana. We've got those other bananas that nobody wants to talk about. I suppose we could... Let's cook a bunch of frogs to cook with monster parts. I want 4 frogs and a Lionel guts, son. This is going to be the good shit. We're going to backflip up the aggro crag, son. And Mo be waiting at the top so we can slap her on the ass. Hell yeah, boys. That'll heal you. That's damn near a mega elixir. Boys, we're having the most fun. Just this is half the playthrough is just using up our shit here at the end of the game. You know, I hear putting this in foods makes them extra delicious. What if we were to take you and some butter and some sugar, Lord help me, and some wheat flour, and then a banana. I'm curious what we'll get. Mighty Monster Cake. It looks good, but it only gives you 3 minutes of attack power. Gee whiz. Why even bother? These will make us run fast if we want to run fast, and sometimes we want to run fast, so let's cook these. That's my entire theory for cooking that food. Ooh, hasty simmered fruit. You know, I could go for 2 of them. I don't think I have a lot of fleet-footed frogs. I don't think I heard a lot of them throughout the playthrough. Or if I did, I just didn't pay attention to them. It's the most likely outcome. It's Tenfey's razor. If Tenfey's bad gameplay can be explained by him being too busy running his mouth and not paying attention to obvious clues in the game, that's what we call Tenfey's razor. Of course, I want 4 frogs, and to make them fast, a Lionel hoof, son. I'm out here poaching Lionels for their potent, like, medicinal qualities, son. Lionel horn. That shit'll get you going. Okay. I don't really have a need to be fireproof. Maximum hearts from a lizard. Now I'm curious. You had my slight interest, but now you have my curiosity. Think I'll cook it with a red lizard tail. just to garnish. I like how they're like in rigor mortis when you cook them. Plus 16, you get 16 tons of bonus hearts. And the straw ball said, well, bless my farts. Who let James Rolfe write the end of this song before I started singing it? I should have looked. As for defense, we got armored porgies, don't we? Armored porgies, another age. I like to cook my armored porgies with an entire pumpkin. A deep fried pumpkin full of armored porgies and salted butter at Black Angus Steakhouse. Okay. What's left? Is there anything that you spent the whole playthrough dying for me to cook and I ain't cooked yet? Because I don't know what that would be. What other kind of lizards do we got? The hightail lizard. Got your cold darner, your warm darner. That's about it. I got crabs. The warthog. Iron shell crab. With some rock salt, baby. Oh, this is the good shit, boys. This is the good shit. I hope you have something to eat while you're watching this episode of Breath of the Wild, TMVA, boys. You'll be starved to death. All right, how many more food dishes? I think you could hold 3 pages of food. It's like items in Mario 3. So, I mean, we might as well cook until this is full. I mean, what are we going to save it for? This is the final episode. If I spent the penultimate episode intro just showing you all my, basically the equivalent of vacation slides by showing you the hero's path, then I don't see why we can't do this. I guess we could cook a few more mega elixirs. Can you have too many? Well, remember, these aren't mega elixirs because they don't give us stamina back. Let's try cooking all kinds of crazy shit then. How about like 2 of you, 3 of you? What's something that gives bonus stamina? Have I used up all my bonus stamina? Shit, probably. Silent print. I never use any of these herbs. Oh, I think these carrots give you, these right here. Yeah. Cook that shit. God, from what durians are described smelling as, this must be fucking rotten, boys. I mean, that's a full heal, but it's not the kind of full heal I wanted, I'm just saying. Let's just put every item that's good in one fucking thing and ruin it. And meat is too overpowering, but butter makes it better. Yeah. This should be good shit right here. Oh, the good shit music, son. I mean, that's a big heal, but it's not a full heal. And if it's not a full heal, then I don't need it. Oh, speaking of pumpkins, we could have made a defense up with these pumpkins. Buttered pumpkins. Once again, Black Angus Steakhouse reigns its ugly head. You're in a whole mess of trouble, boy. He's talking to your heart valves. Tough fried wild greens. That doesn't sound very appetizing. For some reason, throwing 4 whole intact pumpkins and a stick of butter in a pot didn't turn out very good. How come I'm the last to know about these things? I bet some salted fucking... No, you got butter. Buttered mushrooms. Everything butter mushrooms, son. That's me describing Princess Peach and the things I like about her. Okay. I think we might have cooked enough. I don't know if I need... There's cooking pots in the Ganon's castle if we get extra hungry. My God, you crowd. Need to calm down. Master sword me up. Oh yeah, we need to eat our actual breakfast. What was it we actually cooked for breakfast? It was a bunch of meat. Also, these bananas don't count as a meal. I just want to discard them. Okay, we started cooking... It was this right here, wasn't it? Oh yeah. You can't get through episode 69 without a lot of thick meat. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to beat the game in this episode, so fucking calm down. But there's a couple of things I think we should do to close out the playthrough, son. I thought about having an amiibo Christmas. I know how that's real tedious for you kids. I've got the amiibo cards here. If we need an item, I can grab them. But one of the things I did want to do was... hang out with all the horses one last time. So where's the best stable for us to go to? Is it this one down here, the Highland Stable? It is. Okay. Ain't gonna warp, son, and spoil you all the good times. All right, Magnum, I'll meet you at the stable. I'm gonna ride my cool motorcycle there. Give you a chance to rest, son. Oh, all right, let's make sure he's good friends and we'll eat carrots and apples out of my hands now. I don't know if he needs all 5. I need to save some for the other horses. Magnum, why aren't we friends? I don't understand. I'll never understand. Somebody make a supercut of all the reasons me and Magnum wouldn't potentially be good friends at this point. He's real cautious of that carrot. He did a big circle. Go on. Enjoy it. Yeah, I bet the cloud's a good friend times. Are you going to eat apple out of my hand, or have I got to fucking punch it into your mouth? 5-fingered elf punch. I'm not leaving this house. I'm not killing Calamity Ganon until you're my friend again. Who's been a good boy? Who loves apples? Oh, he ate it as I went to put it away. That's the ultimate tsundere move. You're all right, Magnum. You're all right. Let's put on my riding gear. I decided, because y'all were such fans of the Cyborg Purple set that briefly existed in the last episode, that I'd make it my riding gear. Riding gear. You're like, is he talking about the protagonist of Metal Gear Solid 2? I'm like, isn't that Solid Snake? Isn't Metal Gear Solid 2 that game where Solid Snake sneaks on a boat and takes a picture of Metal Gear and of some guy in his underwear, and Otacon laughs and shoots milk out of his nose, and then Revolver Ocelot shows up with Liquid's arm and sinks the boat, and then the game ends? I'm pretty sure that's the whole game. We need to take care not to notice anyone in danger so that we don't feel obligated to help them. When I kill Calamity Ganon, I'll be helping everybody. That reminds me, are all the monsters, do they all disappear when you beat Calamity Ganon, or do they just not respawn? I guess Tears of the Kingdom will answer that. Tears of the Kingdom, which comes out in like a week. Oh, I'd like to think there's actual like Vegas style bets. Am I even taking the right road to get to where the hell I want? I can't even get there from here. I guess we could use this stable. This is the stable I like, though. This stable is more stable. It's a funny joke, but it's also true. Well, anyway, I'd like to think they were taking Vegas-style bets on whether Tenfey's magical video game adventure Breath of the Wild would end before the sequel to Breath of the Wild came out. I realize we're going to have to do a little bit of climbing, but that's okay. This is this pro way to get up a mountain real fast. I can see why you all would consider it a Stanank. It's such an advanced level place. How like Aizen couldn't sense Ichigo's spiritual pressure after he like trained with his dad and came back. It was like extra emo and his sword was like attached to his arm. But it was because his spiritual pressure was so high that he couldn't even feel it. A nice Bleach reference in there for you kids. Moblins. Don't give a shit about moblins. Unless they're in Hyrule Castle. Unless a monster is inside a Hyrule Castle, I don't give a shit. They're the top priority these days. I do like how... Oh, I forgot this thing like runs on like hopes and dreams. Yeah. Everyone feels real bad for you. Tell you what's the last episode? Let's put some good shit in you. Have some hooves and some choo-choo jellies and bat wings and Madolga fins. And hell, an Octorite eyeball. Ooh. Well, that didn't give you fucking no fuel. What about a bunch of wood? Beavis and Butthead. Right here in the episodes. First of all, episode 69, they'd already won before the episode even came out. As soon as they learned somehow that episode 68 was the next to last episode and that it would have to end in 69, Beavis and Butthead knew they had already won. Just like that possum in that big box of pastries, son. I didn't expect, in my mind, because I've been thinking about this episode a lot, to the point, to its detriment, because it should have come out sooner, but it's just, it seems like such a grand event. I realized you can't treat Tenfey videos like that, son. You just got to get in there and do them. Tenfey's a dance you learn as you go, as they say. Alright, once I get to the top of this mountain, I should be able to glide down to a road that connects directly to that stable I'm going to, and then I'm going to hang out with all of my horses, and we're all going to have a good time. Son, I've turned into Chevy Chase in any of the National Lampoon movies. Okay, if we get to that road, it leads to it. We're going to get there, and the stable's going to be closed for renovations. Then Cash will show up, and he'll have the King of Hyrule tied up with a big bow on his head. Like Cousin Eddie did Chevy Chase's boss in Christmas Vacation. I realize this is the worst analogy because it requires Cass to play the role of Cousin Eddie. Okay. Alright, we're doing good. We're doing fine. See that big fat fuck over there? Nobody cares about him. Least of all the Elf Boy hero. Least of all the Elf Boy hero. Zelda's ghost is watching right now. Even Calamity Ganon is like, is he alright? And she's like, he's doing a thing. He's doing one of his little skits. I waited 100 years for him to wake up from that coma, and I've waited, what, 3 more for him to get here. Not even counting any unfinished alternate universe playthroughs. I could wait a little bit longer. She's there like JJ when he first got removed from Rusty Venture's body. Man, the first season of Venture Bros is a trip. I've been rewatching seasons 6 and 7 because I saw a teaser of the movie. There's actually the movie's coming out. I hope it like is good and finishes everything. I mean, I'm sure it'll be good. It's the Venture Brothers, come the fuck on. But I hope it like is satisfying. That's the question, the word I was looking for. What a stupid route we could have took. We could have just drove our motorcycle around the beach and probably had a real good time. Son, at least my friend Chris is online playing Zelda. I'd like to think he's recorded his own YouTube playthrough. Boys, if all of my friends recorded their own YouTube playthroughs of video games, that'd be the best possible outcome. Then if all the Tenfey viewers recorded their own YouTube Let's Playthroughs of video games, boys, it'd be paying it forward. Or it'd be like a chain letter. That's kind of a half glass, half full, half empty situation. I think we're finally almost to the road. To the stable. Okay. 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 You're not gonna fight me. I'm gonna fight Calamity Ganon and the monsters in Hyrule Castle. Your horse is spinach? Well, good for him. My horse is a fucking motorcycle. So, not saying it's inherently better. I'm just saying. Your horse might be strong to the finish. But I've got torque. Beetle. I need arrows to kill Calamity Ganon with. Look at me when I'm talking. Oh, I read the sign through him. Beetle, are you a ghost? You have to tell me. Oh, yeah. I'll take them all. Yes, sir. Give me that good shit. Alright. Enough fun and games, Beetle. Jesus. Some of us have got Calamity Ganons to beat. Sheesh, what a chatterbox. Okay. 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 I've mentioned recently how much better a Tenfey video is when it just kind of occurs. That secret ninja's still chasing us, son. His favorite Resident Evil character is the Nemesis. He never gives up. Even when he becomes a headless, tentacled monstrosity. I didn't see anyone get attacked by a goblin. I didn't hear anyone get attacked by a goblin. So everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's the reason we're wearing this outfit for the the first and only time. It's like wearing a bandit mask in Red Dead Redemption. The crowd will be like, man, I wish the Elf Boy Hero showed up when that goblin beat the shit out of me in the woods. Some guy in like purple rode by on a motorcycle, but he didn't remind me of the Elf Boy Hero. I didn't see a legendary sword on his back, so I'm sure that was just some asshole with a motorcycle. That was some asshole with the only motorcycle in the land of Hyrule. Running over birds. Humbling the wildlife is important right here at the end of the game. Oh God, what way am I going? You think I'd have learned this map over these dozens, if not hundreds of hours. Ain't you crowd purty standing around with your tongues hanging out? Bleppin', I think the kids call it. Lizard boy bleppin'. Alright, we're going to take this secret shortcut through the woods instead of the obvious road. I took the road that wasn't a road. It was a bunch of rocks and trees in the woods. And that has made all the difference. We're almost there. I've humbled every bird from here to Tenfey. Tenfey. Okay. Here we are. On this lovely day. Go ahead and summon Magnum. Get me out of these side clothes. How did Beetle beat us here? The moment he left our field of view, he just took off sprinting in a straight line. Alright, I'm a sopping wet elf boy in his drawers, so I'm going to need a bed. Aren't you a confident one, he said. I guess the soft bed. I've been spoiled too rotten by the Rito down bed, son. There's no coming back. Once you go Rito, nothing else is neato, as they say, son. Certain Dark Souls bosses despise, they say. Beetle, while I'm here in my underwear, you might as well sell me what arrows you got. Oh, you don't got none. Well, never mind. Never mind. Interacting with you no longer holds value. So, I will cease doing just that. Alright, we're going to have to take our horses out of storage if we want to hang out with them here at the end of the game. So, first of all, I'll take a horse. Do you have one of them take a horse, leave a horse trays? I don't remember the last episode. Some Tenfey historian, leave a comment. What was the last episode that one up the extra horse was in? Horsey needs, huh? I see. Hey, what up? How you doing? I don't remember if I gave you a distinct personality or not, so I'm just going to give you one of these good carrots. Good carrots for a good boy. One up, are we not friends? Can we be future friends? Oh, Lord. I've got to restore friendship with all my horses right here at the end of the game. 3 apples should do it. Does leaving them in storage, like, deplete their friendship level? Do you know anything about horses? Never. You have a man bun. I can't believe I talked to you like you were a person. Do you know anything about horses? You're like the rumor mill lady. You ever heard of the Master Sword? You ever heard of having your hearts filled up so you could shoot your sword with power? Yeah, I'm that guy. Now move. I'm trying to make this horse like me. Carrots for good boys. I didn't even get out the menu, son. In the frozen time, he ate it. All right, let's ride around and do horse stuff. Horse stuff, baby horse stuff. Oh, is that a donkey? A burro? No me gusta. Donde estas Los Elf Boy. Hermanos del Elfos. Cascase. Los Equininos. I don't know the Spanish word for horse, but it's probably got equine in there somewhere, right? I thought maybe those bokoblins would have respawned that you can kill here, and we could have fought them on 1-up. There we go. Letting his horse leg stretch. Wasn't this worth the journey getting here? Can you decide where you want to be? That poor fucking donkey is run ragged as you just, every time a whim hits him, he just goes running off like one of the Ed boys. Alright. And just because he's been real good and ate his vegetables, I'm going to let him look at this horse lady's asses. Look, they've all got a matching ass pattern, son. Is that rare? They must be triplets. Give him just enough time to give each of them a kiss. And speaking of sweet cheeks, I believe there's another horse that we want to be good friends with. It says our bond is... Good Lord, I forgot about this guy. I forgot about this guy. Alright. Enough of these 1-ups, see? I need sweet cheeks, sweet cheeks. Bada pig, bada poo. There she is. Regal. Alright, well first of all, let's get this warp saddle off of you since I'm not going to be warping you around. Isn't this the lady that we talked to and she's like, that horse is good friends with you. Let's put braids in its hair. Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm going to put a hat on this horse and be Instagram famous. Alright, let's change the saddle. The royal saddle. The bridle, she's already wearing the, was she? Oh God. I don't know what kind of royalty that is, but we're going for the more presentable royalty. Yeah, I'd like to change you fucking talking to me to you shutting the hell up. I'm friends with horses, not you. Alright, sweet cheeks, doll face, honey bun. Let's get a carrot in you. Are you going to be a good girl and eat this carrot right out of my hand? I knew I could trust on Sweet Cheeks, son. Always bet on Sweet Cheeks. If your favorite horse from the playthrough was Sweet Cheeks, who could blame you? I'm more of a Magnum man myself, but she's got stamina for days, son. And the bonus stamina from the carrot we gave her. She can't be stopped. Once Zelda's done being a spooky ghost, or not a spooky ghost, more of a tragic ghost. Oh no, I talked about Zelda being a spooky ghost while riding the reincarnation of the Triforce of Wisdom. And it seems to have made the sky upset. What a shame. Alright, Sweet Cheeks, just as proved that I'm an equal horse wrangler. She's like auto-steering herself. I can't make her do nothing. Sweet Cheeks, calm down. As I was saying, I don't want to prove any sort of discrimination, so you also get to look at these horse ladies' houses. No, don't shake your head. The kisses are mandatory. Okay. I guess if we're going to interact with all of our horses, we've got to take out Chad Unit, the Tri-Horse of Power, as he's known. He's like, thank God you came here and took that horse. He gives off an intimidating JoJo aura. Good Lord. Excuse me, I thought I asked for my horse, not a brick shithouse on legs. Okay, first of all, it's going to take a lot to be friends with this horse. Let's get you away from these people. Okay. Let's go over here. Buddy boy. Good Lord, he reverberates. He's got bass. Okay, 3 apples just to start with, son. That's not even an appetizer to him. Even a Chad Unit horse has the instinctual need to walk in a circle before he starts eating apples off the ground. I knew you'd love them. You put on airs, but secretly, you also love apples and pears, son. Who? clear off a better eating area. Oh, God. I can't get fixed on restless crickets again right here at the end of the playthrough, son. All right. He's probably not going to be eating out of my hand just yet. But we could lure him over here with a carrot. Hey, buddy. Look at this carrot. Delicious, delicious carrots. For thick horse boys. Yeah, I do. You'd love it. All right. Let's give him 2 more, and then if he eats the final carrot out of our hand, that means we've won. As for the Triforce of Courage, I believe there is a horse out there that is like the reincarnation of Link's horse from the cutscenes. But we could probably just say it's Magnum, right, in this canon. Look at him looking at me like he deserves another treat. Fine, here you go, buddy. Good Lord, he could have took Link's head straight off. There we go, boys. Huh, I can't believe Link could jump. I figure we need Rivali's Gale to get on top of this man. He can't dash. He has no spurs. He just is. Thick horse. Hey, regular horses. Did you all know that if you went to the gym regularly and ate your protein, you could grow up to be a Chad unit too? No matter how good of friends we became with him, we could never make him run. It would probably tear his body apart. The square cube law would kick in. All right. Even though it's probably going to terrify these ladies, I also am going to park you back here, son. He could just take their whole rear end into his mouth and suck on it like a jawbreaker. All right. Fun horse times. All right, but of course, to end it all, we're going to want our official cannon horse. Get it, Magnum? Cannon? There's a joke in there. He's like, I'll just put Chad Unit away in the aircraft hangar we kept him in. If your horse gets spooked, bribe him with apples. Bribe him with apples. All right, we're going to try one last time to summon Magnum's waifu right here at the end of the game. I've got the Epona card. Let's do it. Damn it. Sorry, Magnum. You'll just have to beat off the fan fiction about your waifu like everybody else. If nobody else can magically summon their waifu into reality by scanning an amiibo or a spoofed amiibo card, then why should you get that privilege? Okay. Okay. And just to prove that Magnum is truly free now, that Riccio has come and knocked that wall down because Evo is over, we're going to remove the warp saddle from him, son. He'll never have to face the Hell Sphere again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure me and Magnum are good friends. I could tell you haven't watched the playthrough, lady. Alright, change the saddle. Magnum's down-to-earth kind of guy. Kind of horse. Kind of colt. Kind of stallion. Kind of Mustang. So, I think he'd be good with the regular stuff. What if we took... I was like, I'm going to take the ancient saddle off of you, but I didn't say I wouldn't put the ancient bridle on you. Good Lord. In another timeline, instead of this motorcycle, we became cyborg horse riders, and Magnum became a cyborg horse. That could be one of y'all's edgy, like, OC universes. I think Magnum's striking orange and red mane is still perfect, so we're going to leave him with that. Okay, Magnum, you get the double dip on the horse hiney, son. Look, they change them out for you, too, in case you get too used to them, son. That's like switching out the honey buns for the zebra cakes. It's going to be James Piner's favorite episode. Okay. We played with our horses. We cooked a bunch of food. There's one last actual thing we need to do to close out the playthrough officially, son. I believe there's a certain ceremony that we've been waiting to attend to the very end of the game. So let's get our riding gear on. Luckily, I got all the Metal Gear Solid 2 jokes out of the way earlier. And let's get this shit on the road. This thing's probably going to run out of fuel the moment I set on it. Just like when the Ninja Turtles tried to take the Neutrino's blue flying car that they left so that they could find the Technodrome. Those first, like, 5 episodes of the 80s Ninja Turtles cartoon are, like, spectacular. Like, the rest, I mean, you know, retroactively speaking, compared to the rest of the series. I recently tried to, like, rewatch that show to relive some of my childhood. And as a kid, I had an official Ninja Turtles cassette tape that had a couple of episodes on it. It was the one where the Shredder makes the anti-mutagen gun, and he sends the Turtles a TV message directly somehow. And he's like, Turtles, if you get this cool gun, you can shoot Splinter with it, and he won't be a cool rat man anymore, which he wants for some reason. And so they go to do that, and what else happens? They make the turtle blimp in Baxter Stockman's laboratory. Krang grows real big, and Vernon, the cameraman in the pink shirt, says the line, ugh, his brain's in his stomach. I've always had that burned into my mind. Oh, we're headed all the way up here, so we're basically crossing the entire land, so plenty of time for rambling. It wouldn't be the final episode if I weren't rambling. Well, anyway, it was that episode, and then they like make the Technodrome implode on itself and go back to Dimension X. And then Shredder begs and whines Krang so much that Krang's like, fine, you piece of shit, I'll put you through the portal to Earth if it'll get you off my fucking case for 2 goddamn seconds. I'd rather hang out with the Rhino Man and the Warthog. And he throws him through the portal, but he doesn't give him shit. None of his, like, alien technology or any foot soldiers or nothing. And so he hires a bunch of, like, karate dojo bums to put paper bags on their head painted like a Ninja Turtle, and they become the Crooked Ninja Turtle Gang. And April's boss, that little short blonde-headed man, Vernon, I get Vernon and that guy mixed up. Well, anyway, he hates the Ninja Turtles because he's J. Jonah Jameson, and it's just a bunch of shit happens. Well, anyway, the first like 5 or 6 episodes are like this one coherent story, and like has actual like effort put into it. But after that, it just goes all to shit. I got like 3 or 4 episodes past those opening ones, and it's just insanity. I don't remember. Oh, the whole thing that started that was my motorcycle running out of gas. There's a scene in that opening set of episodes. The portal to Dimension X and Krang's Technodrome gets open, and the Neutrinos, who are like these hip, like 50s high school hoodlum aliens with flying Cadillacs, come through. And they team up with the Ninja Turtles to stop Krang's Rock Soldier guys, who are always boss fights in the Ninja Turtles beat-em-up games. And they go back through the portal in their red flying car, but they leave the blue one. And Donatello's like, if we had that fucking flying car, we could ramp it up Krang's asshole, and we could all punch Shredder in the dick. And Splinter is like, this is a good plan, my turtles. It sounds very funny. I always get the last laugh at the end of the movie. We're just going to cross this water. I don't think we could take our motorcycle across the water. Well, anyway, they find it, and they fly into the thing for like 3 seconds before it runs out of gas. And Michelangelo says something about going over to the store to get plutonium. I like to think it's a Back to the Future reference. There you go. These are my Ninja Turtles memories. Just watch my playthrough of that recent Ninja Turtles game where I played as Splinter. Okay, we're doing a good job of not warping and driving across the country. Octorots can octorot in the ground. Oh God, oh please, dear Jesus, guide me through. Dear Helia, guide me through this forest. Don't get your drawers wet. Okay, my drawers didn't get wet. You can't prove it. I refuse to take the road. Even Robert Frost is like, man, I know I wrote that fucking poem, but at least be on a road. If it's just a dirt path, you're going to get poison ivy and deer ticks. I'm like, how did he know I met Luis Senpai in the woods? Okay, we're fine. Trees are our greatest enemy. I can't remember how to put that thing in reverse, so I'm just going to run out of the woods on foot and resummon it. Son. You crowd really are spoiled rotten this episode if you enjoy rambling. if you're just a rambly guy. The Aegis Bridge. Of course. It was so obvious. If we could use landmarks, because if we go towards Death Mountain and then veer to the right, we'll get to Tarrytown. Tarrytown. Terrible, as they say. We could take a detour over a mountain, right? When has that stopped us before? The last thing I'm going to let stop me is topography. That map of elevations can't stop me because I can't read topography. Little Arthur meme for you kids. Okay, we're driving through this place and we're going to hit that road. This would be me if I was the navigator on a road trip back when you had to use road maps. I'm like, all right, if we go straight through the Great Dismal Swamp, boys, we'll cut 2 or 3 hours off the trip. Okay. Luckily, this thing's real water resilient. This would be the perfect time for the fuel to run out. And then I'd had to get off the thing and get my feet wet. Boys, when you get your shoes wet, you're done. It'd take 2 weeks to dry your shoes. Time lost all meaning for the briefest moment. The grumple grommet stirred, and time lost all meaning and froze. Let's drive through Lizard Boy Town. When was the last time we visited Lizard Boy Town? It was before we had a cool motorcycle, probably. Stop. Stop! Oh, God damn it. You're not allowed to attack me when I'm not on a motorcycle. That's cheating, and everyone knows it's cheating. Even Ganon. Even Ganon. Can I not climb up this fucking post? Please, Elf Boy, please. Thank you. Okay, everything's fine. The final episode isn't ruined. I just want to ride my motorcycle. Yeah. I just want to ride my master cycle. Hey, yes, you're real intimidating and clever. Everyone agrees. Okay, good. We're not headed to Zor's Domain, are we? We are if we take the wrong fork here. If Max is in charge of where we're going, and Powerline is holding a concert at Zor's Domain, which, considering his theme is electricity, would probably not be a good idea. The finale of the Powerline concert is his singers and backup dancers just start shooting multi-shot shock arrow bows into the crowd. Well, anyway, he would make us go that way, and we'd miss the fishing trip, and we would never father-son bond. This is the alternate universe where the elf boy hero is Goofy. Oh, God. It broke down just when that smug motherfucker appeared. No, I'm going to show restraint. And even though I want to obliterate him, I'm saving all of my malice for the crowd in Hyrule Castle. I want to be good and bloodlusty. Lusty blood. Melty blood. I wish it didn't rain all the fucking time when I'm trying to take these introspective road trips with you kids. That lady doesn't even know what the rain is. She's from the desert. She's like, why does the sky weep? Save me, giant cyborg camel. Alright. I feel like we've taken this path many times throughout this playthrough. But have we ever done it on a cool motorcycle? Honestly, can't remember. Did some wolf boy just go woot woot at me? All the elf boys with the hookah pipes say woo 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 woo. Alright, I'm going to stop and actually make camp so that we can make it daylight. And then the tally man can tally me bananas, son. As long as I keep an eye out for the tarantula. It started raining the moment I tried to light this. At least we learned that this sword looks really cool. This is the official sword of the Cyborg Purple set, son. When y'all are buying your Elf Boy Hero TMVA Breath of the Wild blind bag figures, this is like the super chase variant. There's only one per case, not even box. People are in the parking lot stabbing each other over that rare cyborg purple Elf Boy hero figure. Oh God, why is there no slight cover so that I could make a fire? I'll never understand Miyamoto's obsession with making it rain. I wonder how much it's going to rain in Tears of the Kingdom. Are those the Tears of the Kingdom? The fucking rain? He's like, no, the tears are your salty tears because you can't get good. And then all the other Japanese game developers, Miyazaki, Hideo Kojima, Shinji Mikami, Yuji Naka, the guy that made Castlevania, are all standing behind him, and they're just like, oh, damn, son. You just got Miyamoto'd. It's probably because we're near Zora's domain that it rains so much. Remember when bee honey was so important to us? I feel like we explored this area during the Green Tunic saga. I'm not driving overboard again. Oh no, I landed on my cool motorcycle. Is this awesome? Yes or no? I wish there was a big tree. I guess I'll pick up these mushrooms. I have zero use for them. Like, we can't even pretend at this point. But I'm still going to pick them up. Where am I? Well, okay, we're at a lake. Lake, no shelter. Fine, we'll just keep master cycling. I'm not mad. The boys showed up right here to the last episode during a rainy night. The lads in their skeleton forms, rattling their bones. I'll just have to grind their bones to make me bread. How does that work, by the way? If you're the giant from Jack and the Beanstalk, how do you go about grinding bones? Grind your dead bones, bones, bones would be a good song we could sing about it. If you're feeling dead, I'll be your rebreaderator. Okay, it stopped raining for like the briefest fucking moment. Could he possibly pull out a bundle of wood, light it, and sit down at it before Miyamoto makes it rain again? The answer is no. The answer has always been no. This is appropriate. I want to be mad that my attempts at adding cinematic quaintness to the final episode are being disrupted, but really, is there any greater testament to Breath of the Wild than having it fucking rain all the time and ruin your good plans? There's a glitch you could do at the beginning of the game that freezes time, so it's always morning. And since time never advances, the weather doesn't change. So I'm just saying, if you're doing your own playthrough, maybe you don't know how to deal with rain. Of course, you can never do anything that involves time changing, or night, or the weather changing. So, you know, you can't do it all. But you could do some. Yeah, I know we passed Tarrytown. I was planning on hitting up the laboratory one last time to see how many good cyborg armaments we could gird our loins with before we do our final assault on Ganon. Assault on asshole. Look at him just standing there dying for an Elf Boy hero to come over and humble him, son. Dropping his keys as his excuse to bend over and show us the bony remains of his ass so that we might come over there and kick it. They moved this fucking stable. Okay, it's right there. Oh. Such good times. I'm just going to run in there, make time pass until it's not raining. I'm not going to bother stripping naked and talking to Beetle or any of that shit. It's pure utility now. Could you walk over here a little bit slower, buddy? Wouldn't that be nice? All right, what do we get? Another day. Another lack of rain for the briefest moment. You love to see it. You love to see it. A beautiful morning. Could there be any lovelier sight? I do like this area because I like these fall-colored trees. Oh, hey, look who came back to life. How quaint. When I kill Calamity Ganon, you'll work for us again. I was about to say, is nothing obstructing this sight? I had to take a weird path because a laser was going to shoot me in the back of the head. In case Robbie asked why I parked so whopper-jawed. He honked. We're going to pre-wood our Master Cycle. Rev up that cyborg dispenser, Robbie. I got cyborg parts or guardian parts burning a hole in my pocket. All right, what do we want to take? We never got one of these, did we? I definitely got to have one. Make exchange. Bleep bloop. All right, let's take a look. How much inventory space have we got for this good? Oh, yeah, we got plenty of room. We never used up this whole shield, but we could just get another one as well. We can have us a fresh shield. Of course, we do want this blade saw. Yeah, I want an ancient blade saw. An ancient spear. An ancient bow. He made the worst god-awful noise. Alright, I'll drop more garbage on the ground. We could, like Brewster's Millions, we could try to use up all this shit before the end of the game, and I don't think we could, especially our shields. But that ain't going to stop me from buying more. Elf Boys Millions, they'll call it. So yeah, we want an ancient bow. Should we get this damn helmet? No, I would never in this universe wear that helmet. So we're not going to get it. Additional ancient shield, and now we're just going to get whatever ancient arrows we can get with what we have. It looks like we can get 3 batches of them. I'll take the Elf Boys dozen. That's a solid 15. We got the ancient shaft because we didn't have enough ancient shafts, boys. What would we look like if we went full cyborg right here at the end of the game with the purple set? Oh wait, where's my good cyborg helmet? And my good cyborg shield. And my good cyborg bow. Where is my good cyborg? Where that is, bow. With my good cyborg arrows. And my good cyborg sword. Schwa. Yeah, we're decked to the fucking nines, boys. Guess we can unequip bows so that we look cooler. Son, this is the biggin. We can spin the wind, baby. Cyborg style. Robbie's like, would you please try these things outside? He's like RQ. He's like, really, elf boy? Grow up. Yeah, this thing is great. You know how much fucking Dragoon tail you could pull if you walked into Dragoon Academy class and pulled this fucking thing out right before the test? The teacher's like, has everyone got their number 2 spear? And you're like, oh, I got it right here. Let me just charge this shit. All right. Cool. 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 It's got like a... Let's take the shield off so that we can... Yeah, it's got like a cool sheath. Cyborg sheath. All right. Don't tell me it's raining. My cyborg shit's gonna rust. It's not. It's just dreary. It's just dreary. Alright, I'm gonna show up to Tarrytown. Dressed to the nines, boys. Cyborging it up. This thing makes me think of the big pizza cutter wheel weapon. The whirligig saw from Bloodborne. I guess they put it in Elden Ring too. I don't know. I don't know. If it's not a broken katana sword, then it's not really a weapon in Elden Ring. Alright, I want it to be a nice sunny day when we go to that wedding. So since it's not raining, we can just sit at this cooking pot Why is it perpetually dreary? I don't understand. I don't understand. Tell me, citizen. Oh well, we can make time advance in Terrytown. I was also hoping secretly to go ahead and proc a damn blood moon, so one doesn't happen in the middle of our assault on Hyrule Castle. What if a blood moon happened the moment you slayed Calamity Ganon and he respawned? That'd be a neat trick, I guess. Just warming up. Wolf boys in the grass. Wolf boys kicking ass. It's already started raining. There's an inn at Terrytown. You think I would have my own permanent reserved room, but I believe the... sorry, I was interrupted by a bird being obliterated. I believe the Zora priest that we recruited with son on the end of his name runs it. Ian Son is what they should call him. If you're one of the Sun people at Terrytown, then your name should be your occupation followed by Son. It'd be kind of like how actual last names were formed. Although it was more a guy's name, like Eric. They're like, hey Eric, how's your boy doing? Oh, he's doing good. Out there in the fjords. Even though I'm a Chevy man. It's a good joke. I drove right past Terrytown doing my good joke. That place is hard to see when you're running your mouth. So anyone's seen the bridge to Terrytown? It looks like a little strip of land. I believe that's it right over there. I like to think the whole wedding party's just been watching me drive by. They'll be like, did you get lost? I'm like, no, that was some asshole in like cyborg armor and a motorcycle. I'm an Elfoy hero. On a meat horse I ride. With my master sword by my side. Park it right here, boys. My reserved parking space. In front of the goddess statue. You love to see it. Alright, let's become more appropriately dressed. In our resplendent best. That is the Crimson Tunic Saga garb. What do you think about my motorcycle, buddy? Grayson. I believe they're going to have a wedding. Don't invite Son Goku. He doesn't really know what those are. He probably thinks it's like a big cake you eat. Like, what's his name? Booster in Mario RPG. Yeah, there you are. Cap, son. A good sleep and a hearty meal. Yeah, I guess. If it's raining afterwards, I'm going to blame you personally. Maybe there'll be a blood moon if we all pray to Calamity Ganon. Yeah. Thanks, Capson. Thanks. Now I've got to sleep again. Talk about a money-making scheme. Look at this quaint little area up here. If you were that guy that does the YouTube videos about finding strange areas in video games people don't normally visit, you could do this area right here. Then you could tell us Terrytown's employment rate. Alright, you got me good, buddy. You got me good. I'm going right back to bed and getting right back to well fed. A miracle occurred that day. It didn't rain. The plains in Spain were mad. How what you saying, Whistling Dixie lady? Oh, you're the mother of the girl I made a monster cake for because she was starving herself to death. On this special day, good boys get big meat. You hit the fucking jackpot, boys! Damn, son! Now that's a happy ending. Has anyone ever been spoiled so rotten? Every one of those is bigger than like his entire biomass. Alright, let's talk to this little girl. Where are you at? I got to tell you to eat your vegetables. Just pretend they're monster vegetables. And that they have taurine in them. She's not up here. Maybe she's hanging out with her dad. That rich asshole. The bird shopkeeper. Boys, you're doing a terrible job keeping this place stocked. I feel bad. I'll buy your ancient gear. If you sold metal shafts, I'd be set, son. But I'm going to have to go all the way back to Rito Town to get the proper shafts. I'm not selling you nothing. I just want to say, hey, buddy. Fison. You know what's coming up? I know, idiot. Have you not been watching the playthrough? I mean, I don't know how many people can wander out here. Not everybody's got a cool motorcycle. I'm just saying, buddy. I forgot about these guys. Hey, how's it feel squatting on someone else's property? Here, let me light that for you. You're welcome. Bolson and Carson. Good day. God, what was the last episode these two assholes appeared in? Her fiance, you mean the one I recruited from the desert? She's a beauty. She's 1 in a million girls, son. Don't fall in love. Because if you do, she'll find out she don't love you. You can step inside another world. You get to talk to a Rito girl. Okay. There's a guy on one of these roofs. That's why I keep going up to the roofs. I keep raising the roof kid. Okay, she is out here with her dad. Doot doo. Ha. Sounds like a song Brack would sing. Sunbathing. A cease, huh? Yeah. I wish it was raining now. Me and Ernest P. Worrell would be so happy. A story. You ever heard about the Calamity? Boring. I don't even want to kill Calamity Ganon now. You ruined it for everyone. I hope Zelda's ghost comes and haunts you. I hope she turns all your monster cakes into steamed broccoli. You don't even get melty cheese. Hey, little feller that runs the store. How you doing, buddy? Pelison. Oh, wait, I wanted to talk to you. Sorry. I forgot that you're an NPC and I don't mash buttons. Where's Grayson? He's like, he's standing over there. Idiot. At least y'all are enjoying your life more now. Tell you what, I'll buy a diamond. That way, if they expected me to bring a wedding present, I'll have one ready. I hear they are not Crash, after all. Son, they're more Spyro the Dragon fans. Okay, this is a house. Still no one on the roof. Where are you, roof man? Where are you? Interesting. Alright, there's the couple themselves. If we talk to them, it'll start the wedding. Or at least ask us if we want to. And I'll feel like a huge shitheel if I'm like, no, don't get married yet. I'm still trying to talk to NPCs. Next time, make more pigs in a blanket and them little meatballs that you eat on the toothpicks that look like little swords. Or the ones that look like little spears if you're holding a banquet at Dragoon University. And have I got the fucking spear for you, boys? Yeah. You crowd are fucking too hard to impress, you know that? Okay. There you are. You're one of them good ninja boys. From Kakariko. Show me your goods. So he sells all these gear you get from like shrines and shit. And I guess he sells duplicates of any of the DLC shit we find. So there you go. That's how you get more of them. There's a ton that we didn't get, but I mean, how long does this episode need to be dragged out? My God, y'all. I could go for a second pair of lobster pajamas. They make a great gift. That's what I'll give Hudson for his birthday, son. I'm like, make sure on your honeymoon night, when that Gerudo lady comes into the bedroom at the royal suite you're staying in, that you're laying on the bed in nothing but that lobster shirt, son. And a smile. And I think we've run out of shit to dilly and dally. That was the final of our dilly and dallying. Right, old lady? Do I need anything? Any strange things? She's like, yeah, there's some shitty little elf boy pissant standing in front of me, thinking he's the hero. That's pretty fucking strange. I didn't even read what she says, but I despise the swimming now. It's a good thing my heart's filled up. Yeah, power, shot from a sword. Ever heard of System of a Down? Well, it doesn't matter. They didn't actually sing that song. Just because something is tagged on Kazaa with an artist's name doesn't mean they sang it, son. Weird Al Yankovic would have sang half the songs ever recorded if that were true. I've already got the Gerudo Vi set. Okay, you crowd. I'm going to talk to the missus first. Wham bam. Thank you, man. Savak. Hell yeah. I like how you're the same height, but only because of his freak mushroom head. Oh. Hey, buddy. Hell yeah, I got all the good people here. Well, Cass couldn't show up, but I mean, whose wedding is going to be cool enough for Cass to show up? Of course.
Oi! Hmm? Mohawk. Ah.
And there you go, boys. What a beautiful ceremony. Although I feel kind of bad that poor Gerudo woman got railroaded and gaslit by the whole fucking town. You know Link was in the background just shaking his head. Also like how that old woman and that lady and that dog were just frozen in the background. Like you think the game would have like despawned those NPCs during that cutscene, but what can you do? God, look at this beautiful, breathtaking vista right here at the end of the game. All right. We've got to begin our assault, our final assault, boys. This is the last of the Delian, and it's the last of the Dalian. Only problem is, what time of day is it? Yeah, it's in the evening. I want to go to bed one last time and make it morning, because I don't want to do the final assault at night. It'll be real spooky. It'll be real spooky. I'm tempted to go sleep. You know what? Yeah, it's our playthrough. We're going to warp over to Rito Village, sleep in the Rito down bed. I want to talk to Cass one last time. And then we're going to get that shit done, boys. We're going to have that shit fun, boys. I sounded better in my head before I said it. Hell yeah. Don't worry, Cass. I'm just passing through this time. We ain't got to have any emotional breakthroughs, son. He's like, I'm not going to sing that song to you until my girls go to bed. I don't need them getting all hopped up and excited. All right, this is a perfect excuse to take one final selfie with Cass and his family, but wearing the Crimson Tunic, son. You'll have to see it. You'll have to see it. It wouldn't be the final episode if I didn't completely forget how to take a picture. We use the Master Sword Mighty pose too much. I think we should just be happy right here at the end. We should just remember the controls right here at the end. Okay. I'm just here on business, Cass. I'm going to destroy Calamity Ganon come tomorrow, so I'm going to need your finest, thickest, most luxurious Rito ladies. I'm going to need a big spoon and a little spoon, Rito ladies, son, to get me through this final night. Rito down bed, baby. Until morning. Early in the morning, son. All right. The maximum potential girded loins. All right, I do actually want to start the assault from whence we began. So we're going to warp for the final time, boys. It just now occurred to me that we would all be cheapened and remiss if I didn't do the final warp of the game from the CAS platform. Dat CAS platform. Right, lady? What say you? Oh, that's right. You're Tabba's wife. Cass's wife is that green bird lady. I don't know if I ever officially acknowledged that. Should we talk to Cass's wife in the final episode? Nah, I don't think it's necessary. He'll pass it on to her. I'll be like, Cass, pass this open palm firm slap on the bird ass to your wife for me. And he's like, will do. Traveler. All right. Let's do this shit, boys. Son, he's looking out so wistfully. Son, you might as well get ahead and start writing the song by the time I kick Calamity Ganon square the nuts. And Zelda helped, I guess, because it's about to come true. You best start believing in Elf Boy Calamity Ganon slaughter, because you're in one. Should we loot this old Banson shirt right here at the end of the game? Nah, let them sleep. Let the next Elf Boy hero that wakes from a coma get them. Alright, this is where I started. Wish me luck, little buddy. I'm off to beat the game. Hot damn. Let nothing stand in my way. In fact, where's my fast food? You're like, isn't that kind of ironic because you're fasting, but you're eating food? You can tell the memory in my brain. My brain's RAM got completely overloaded during that little analogy. All right, boys, just aim him straight at fucking Hyrule Castle and let her eat. We're going to glide, and where we can't glide, we're going to ride. And where we can't ride, we're going to abide. A disclaimer, there's no spots where we can't ride or glide, so. Ride or glide. Ride or glide. Glide, 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 glide. Ride or glide. Ride, 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 ride or glide. Glide, 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 glide. People would not care about the NES game Skate or Die or its sequel if it didn't have that intro with that robot voice singing. I believe this. This is the truth. This is my belief for now. All right, the moment my feet touch the ground, a motorcycle could be found. And just because I think it's good, I'm going to fill that thing with wood. I'm not going to bother changing in any other gear, boys. This is the final assault. We're wearing our dress clothes. We've got our master sword. Our loins are 10,000% girded. You could come at our loins with just about anything right now, son. And nothing could dissuade me. Can't beat my, no you can't beat my girded loins. I have got some girded loins now. Girded loins, girded loins. I've got these loins. Girded loins. Man, this final episode is a trip. I really hope it's living up to everything for y'all. Boys, I hope you're getting your final comments ready. Son, look, if you have been watching this playthrough in any capacity and enjoying it, and are capable of leaving a comment, boys, I'm going to expect it. That's your payment. That's the payment for the untold hours of entertainment that is TMVA Breath of the Wild, son. It could even just be a thumbs up. I'll pretend you're Captain America in Marvel vs. Capcom doing his taunt, where he goes, "Thumbs up, soldier." Hopefully you're not Mega Man, whose taunt is to put his fingers, his thumbs in his ears and wiggle his fingers and go bigga bigga boo and stick his tongue out. The Switch froze from my terrible Mega Man from Marvel vs. Capcom doing his taunt. And I don't blame it. I bet Guardians are going to be noticing us, and I bet we don't care. They got purple shit here, boys. I'm about that Sunny D, so I ain't even fronting about that purple shit. I realize we're not really getting the speed up bonus while we're riding, but it doesn't really matter. We'll still get the speed up bonus when we're Snake. Threw another Metal Gear joke in there for you kids, because I knew you loved them. Oh no, the goo eats my motorcycle. The goo eats my motorcycle. Don't watch this part. I'm still cool. I'm still a badass. This is why we have Mega Elixirs and bonus hearts. Don't even start, James Rolfe. I saw him inhaling to say the word bonus farts. I won't stand for it. Not here in the last episode. I thought I was going to do a cooler dodge than that. It's a perfect beginning to our assault. God almighty! Could it have gone any other way? Ha ha, you idiots gave me everything I wanted. Until I got blowed up. Jesus fucking Christ, calm down! Okay. Okay. Everything's cool. We know what we're doing. It's what I wanted to do to start with, but we had, I didn't count on that fucking thing getting hung on me. That's what ruined it. That's what ruined our cool guy times. I'd like to get a little bit of Elf Boy revenge, but he's decided he doesn't live around here no more. He decided he's too good to be smoked by the Elf Boy. I don't even need your shitty guts, buddy. It's the end of the game. Who would dare target the Elf Boy from a distance? Okay. Okay, this bow was designed specifically to shoot straight and true for quite a distance, but I guess that was a little beyond. Me missing that one arrow shot was enough to make Miyamoto's tears start falling. The tears of the kingdom. Open and salty they are. Oh no, how am I ever going to get past this perplexing puzzle? If only I were the elf boy hero, filled with ingenuity. Alright, this is a chance for us to start becoming powerful. So where's my big 30-minute meals? Rachel Ray, give me the strength. It was the one we cooked with Dinral's, yeah, the mighty steamed mushrooms, baby. Good. Cool. So let's, yeah, let's get this off our back. In fact, because that's our primary bow at the moment, we're going to do some inventory management shenanigans. Drop this, drop this, drop this, drop this. Boom, boom. Is there anything we don't really... I mean, there's plenty of bows and shit in here too, but it doesn't matter. Cool. Cool. Hey, are any of Ganon's minions in here? My Master Sword glows with hate all the time now, so you have to let me know. Oh no, a dark lizard boy. Not a dark lizard boy. How will we ever defeat him? How will we ever defeat him? Keep the change, you filthy animal. I don't even want your shitty guts and tails. Remember I said there were cooking pots here in the castle, and I meant it. Let's, I've never really explored all of Hyrule Castle, so this seems like it would be fun. Plus, we get this epic music right here at the end of the game. The guards' chambers. I see. Loins must be quite guarded in this region. Oh. Oh, it just kind of blew up. I thought something else would happen. I don't know what that something else was, but I thought something else would happen. You guys want to see something real fucking cool? It wasn't getting hung on this wall. That's not the cool part. Keep looking. Oh yeah. Obliterated. Oh yeah, I'm gonna shoot this one in the asshole. Obliterated. Enjoy the Hellsphere, shitlords, because you ain't never coming back. Well, unless there's a blood moon before I kill Calamity Ganon. That's the little... There's an asterisk next to you ain't never coming back. Not a silver moblin! How will we ever defeat him? Shoot him right in his fucking eyeball. Ooh! I want him to experience his trip into the Hellsphere in the slowest time possible. I even burned up all of my bird lady stamina, but it was worth it. Royal Claymores, Rusty Claymores, and Rusty Shields. Anything I would drop to take this Claymore instead. Yeah, this fucking thing. Oh. Don't forget that our hearts are filled up. Even if we ain't got bonus stamina. You can, like, use Magnesis to try to find secret shit while you're running around. That's always fun. That's a neat trick. You know, I've never come straight to Hyrule Castle, like, from a new game and just tried to see all the good loot I could get. Because, I mean, even though the weapons are temporary, it would still be cool. Look at the EX chest. The Royal Guard's boots? I think we found the Royal Guard's armor in a previous episode. What we got? A Knight's Halberd, Knight's Claymore. Nah, that's alright. Well, I'm sorry you disagree with me, Deutsch boy. But I don't want them. Y'all having a shard of a dragon fang? Y'all have dragon parts in here? They're like, yeah. It's better than what we had before. Like, what was that? Dragon farts! God damn it. James Rolfe keeps sneaking his way in here. There must be a switch that opens this door. Not that it matters. Oh yeah, while we're in here, we've got like this cool Metroid Prime map. I mean, this is literally just the Metroid Prime map. So we could investigate the lower regions. What would be the best way to get to the lower regions from here? To take that central shaft. When I'm dealing with moblins and lizard boys, I try to take the central shaft. Is this the way to the central shaft? Does anyone know? Excuse me. Yeah, what turn do I need to take? Do I need to get on I-70 to get to the central shaft? It looks like we're kind of going that way. Maybe. Just like Metroid Prime, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing when I look at this map. We might not be able to get there. You can't get there from here. Hooey! Well, normally I'd say take the main hall, but there's a whole mess of Calamity Gandages all up in there. Yeah. Unless you find the gangly eyeball to shoot, whew, you might want to reroute. Or even reroute, even. There's too much fucking eyeball juice everywhere. Can we hit those fucking things with a bomb arrow? That's what I'm wondering. Now all of my multi-shot bows are down here. Trying to see if we could sequence break. Doesn't seem like it. We might have to go another way. Oh, yeah, that's right. We opened this earlier. Is this... Oh, we could take that lower entrance just right outside. We could catch Calamity Ganon outside. How about that? New Elf-Boy Hero. Who dis? Actually, I'm not the new Elf-Boy Hero, son. I'm a century old. I can't believe it's raining. Can we make time pass in here? Is that a thing you can do in Hyrule Castle? Or is that against the rules? I could see clearly now that the rain is gone. Where is the eyeball? I hear eyeball noises. You can't hide it from me. I know there's a Ganon eye around here. There ain't no way to hide your Ganon eye. You know what? I ain't got to deal with this. Swoosh! I live in the clouds now. With all of my hot bird boyfriends. And there's nothing you can do. Where is this a Korok seed? Well, hot damn, buddy. You might just be the last one of the playthrough, son. You earned that cockneyed facial expression. Good to the last drop is the little Korok boys making a noise when you drop a head. I drop a rock on their head. Don't forget we can do this. Magnum? I don't recall calling for Magnum. We're putting that Goron boy through his paces, son. It's just that easy. Ignore the health bar in my face. Hylian shield is nice, but we did get these ancient shields for a reason. I was planning on taking like this lower path down there, but we're just having so much fun. Black and Guardian, son. Till the sun comes up. Oh no, he noticed me. He noticed me. Senpai. The Senpai laser. Oh, that was 100 fucking years too early. I feel like you cheated. That was some fucking Elden Ring boss bullshit. Because you delayed that shit. We all saw it. Okay, I guess because he's real far away. And I can't lock onto him. We'll get it this time, buddy. Okay, I almost got it. Right here in the last episode. Got him right where I fucking want him, boys. You know, you gotta expect minor setbacks when you're good at the game. This is part of being the Elf-Boy hero, taking your lumps. Your guardian lumps. One more will do it. Boo shaka yaka, or whatever the NBA Jam guy said. You know what I'm referencing. Don't fucking stare at me like I'm a crazy person. Even here at the end of the game, I can't figure out how to properly switch my bow. Okay, there we go. Let's eat us one of our many full heals. In fact, let's just eat some of this other shit to get it out of our inventory. This garbage that we call food. All right. Oh, that's right. Because we completed like the trial, our Deutsch companion spirits regenerate much faster. Yeah, I'll drop a swallow bow. We can get those to Bird Town anytime we want, son. You could buy them by the bushel. We've ended up at this entrance, although there seems to be another way inside down here. Is this that gate we were looking at earlier? But from the other side, it may be. Don't put this bow on your back, honey. You're ruining my aesthetic. We don't really have a game plan. I really am just wandering around Hyrule Castle. I mean, we could run past all these enemies and go straight to Ganon. That's just a regular gate, right? Yeah, the Ganon's that big orange sphere of hate that you see up at the top of the mountain. I was going to say top of the map, but the moment the M syllable was about to enter my mouth, I saw the mouth up there. Oh, somebody needs his lion horse ass kicked. I didn't realize, buddy, and I'm real embarrassed. I'm real fucking embarrassed. I fucked up. He fucked up. Everybody laughed. In the frozen time, I'm going to beat your horse ass. Son, he's never experienced anything like it. Can I jump up on his back? I do that shit for Elf Boy. My hearts aren't filled up. I was about to shoot my sword of power. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. Where's my shitty burn up bananas? Sword of power. Sword of power. Dexter's secret. Elf Boy's secret. Where am I going to get Lionel hooves and guts? The Hylian Everglades. You kids are all huge Dexter's Lab fans, so all of these references, you're just nodding along. You're like, yeah, that's a good Dexter's Lab reference. Even Henry of Henry and Margaret is a fan of Dexter's Lab. I tell you, Henry, the moment that clown Tenfey brings up Robot Jones, I'm out. I'm out. Okay, I see a lot of purple Ganon funk. Yeah, I see you. Here's your problem right here. Your Hyrule Castle is infested with purple Calamity Ganon hate funk. We're going to have to tent this entire area. I'm just grabbing these out of habit now, boys. You can't go through a whole playthrough of Breath of the Wild and not just be hoovering all the junk you see up into your inventory. Once again, like it's Diablo 2 and you just beat a boss. Ever real Frostborn gauntlets. You gotta have them. Draw! I'm the fastest elf boy in the West. Every assault through Hyrule Castle is personalized. Oh yeah, we never found Zelda's double diary where she talks about how Link was like sad at being the elf boy hero or something, or he felt he had like a lot of responsibility. Damn, we missed his eyeball. That's embarrassing. What is happening that I'm not allowed to aim at you? He forgot about me. The Breakfast Club, the ending to it, held no power over him. He's rehearsing to be a guard in the Elder Scrolls game, son. Just shoot him with an arrow and hide behind a wall, and they'll just believe it was their imagination the whole time. Okay, that's a little too vertical to be scaled, I've learned recently. Well, hey, ain't you fucking pretty? He threw a rock at me as I shot ancient technology that dragged him screaming into the Hellsphere. The only thing he has to tide him over in those trying times is knowing that he hit the elf-boy hero with a rock. Okay. Any goods or sundries in these cabinets that I should know about as the elf-boy hero? We could have just obliterated that lionel we killed earlier, I realized, but we were having too much fun. Seems like it might be a dead end. Just saying. Getting them vibes in my bones. Them Calamity Ganon vibes in my bones. Oh, hey, ain't you fucking pretty? Boom! Oh, I've got lots of fans around here, apparently. Did you see that? He, in his own little way, he tried to juke and jive. It would be adorable if it wasn't so tragic. Is this Zelda's secret book? There's a silent princess in here, so that's a good sign. Research journal. Going on excavation. Guidance stones. Ancient tech. This is where they found a Sheikah slate. I'd like to think it's the very one I have on my side. Para, the little ginky scientist girl who's actually an old woman, who's a 1,000-year-old vampire lolly. It was the one that named it the Sheikah slate, apparently. Alright. So Mifa was real good. Darak got kind of good. Oh, it's 5 giant columns. So she's saying that all these guardians and shit we've been seeing, you know those giant pillars, the glowing pillars that are erupting out of the ground at an angle all around Hyrule Castle? I guess they erupted out of the ground and, you know, they came out of it. Did we see that during one of the cutscenes? I honestly can't remember. The Shrine of Resurrection. So Link narrowed his eyes at that point because he knew. He knew about the 100-year healing coma. I'm just going to leave that silent princess there because it's so poignant. So Zelda's diary must be way up there at the top. Over the top. Speaking of getting over the top, I think a certain bird boy ghost should be raising me up. You look like the kind of guy who needs his ass kicked. And I'm just that floating, time-slowing elf boy hero to do it. Who dares? Ooh. Yeah, baby. Take nothing to it. Oh, there's like the main entrance. There's like the main entrance to the end of the game. Hey, buddy, ain't you pretty? Pretty fucking dead. No, don't dive right here at the end of the game. Don't get your drawers wet right before the final boss fight. You know he's not going to give you a timeout to pull your wet drawers out of your ass crack, son. Calamity Ganon's a huge shitheel. My bird boy has already regenerated, son. Why am I not constantly being uplifted by Rivali's gale, son? Whenever the elf boy hero isn't being swept up in the arms of the bird ghost husbando, the audience should be asking why. Son, I'm getting vibes to the previous episode with the misleading thumbnail. I was going to say penultimate, but I remembered that one wasn't. It was the penultimate episode. You know what they say? The pen is ultimateler than the sword. I think Lord British said that once. I want to check all these towers before we go inside. Alright, what's inside of this one? Nothing good. Not even a bowl of Nut and Honey Crunch. Son, they didn't even bother. They didn't even bother. That's what makes it so shameful and hurtful. Yeah, I feel like we checked all of these earlier. Maybe we're just not going to see Zelda's little diary. Because I could have looked it up beforehand. Just look it up online. Why am I dragging this shit out? You're like, I don't know, Tenfey, why are you? Why are you indeed? I don't know, maybe I feel a bit wistful. Maybe I looked forward to TMVA Breath of the Wild just as much as y'all did. Whenever the muse struck me. Look, they even put a ladder here just for me. We could approach Calamity Ganon from above. if we really wanted to. I feel like this is like a big bell tower or something. Yeah, if you drop in there, there's the final boss fight, son. I feel more appropriate coming in the front door. It's not like Bowser, where you always want to approach him from his back door, son. Calamity Ganon, you want to meet him head on. I'm trying to remember. Okay, yeah, the front door is right below us. We've still got nearly 15 minutes of attack up. We didn't use hardly any of our new cyborg gear, but I think that's okay. I think that's quite all right. Should we go full cyborg for the final boss fight? Nah, Crimson Tunic, boys. Crimson Tunic. I didn't mean to do that little bit of sorting. You crowd know I didn't. We're going to do one final burst of inventory management. Okay. That's good. I mean, we just want to hit him with the Master Sword. I don't see it running out of power, but if it does mid-fight, we've definitely got backup power, son. Let's get our full hearts. Let's get our full stamina. I guess we don't have anything that gives us a full stamina. We got this. We got this. We got class and we got style. And we can kill Calamity Ganon a mile. I'm going to take the shield off my back just for the cutscene.
Link. Ich kann ihn nicht länger aufhalten. Vergib mir.
Damit das klar ist, ich tue das nicht für dich. Ich habe lediglich noch eine alte Rechnung mit Ganon offen.
Das ist das letzte bisschen meiner Kraft. Du musst es schaffen.
Dann los, Bruder! Ha! Mal sehen, wie dir das schmeckt, Ganon!
Dann wollen wir es mal krachen lassen. Halte durch, Zelda. Gleich ist es durchgestanden.
Boys, he's ornery. Well, you think I can't deflect a laser? You think I can't deflect a fucking laser, boy? That's insulting, is what it is. I'm gonna stop at the frozen time and fill up my hearts and go board you like a fucking pot of neck bones, shit lord. My boys took half your fucking HP before the fight even started, and you're still gonna come at me like you're hot shit. I timed that so appropriately to when he became hot shit. My Hylian shield blocks all deeps, motherfucker. My ancient arrows fly true. Oh, that wasn't enough. Okay. Here comes that elf boy. Here comes that frozen time. I'm trying to have good aesthetics. You know, it would be real appropriate if we filled up our hearts and shot our sword with power, and that's how we beat him. Although I'm not doing a good job of it. It would be real neat, wouldn't it?
Gar nicht. Gar nicht. Gar nicht. Vor Äonen geboren. Unzählige Male zerstört. Unzählige Male wiederbelebt. Die Fleischwerdung von Zorn und Hass. Sein Verlangen, wieder zurückzukehren, macht ihn rasend. Wenn es ihm gelingt, wird die Tragödie vor 100 Jahren harmlos wirken. Dies ist der Bogen des Lichts, der das Böse vertreiben kann. Ich vertraue ihn dir an. Ich weiß nicht, wie viel deiner Kraft und deiner Erinnerungen du wiedererlangt hast. Aber ich glaube an dich. An dich und deinen Heldenmut.
Hell yeah, son. Right here at the end of the game, Magnum showed up to save us. Alright, now I'm thinking about it. I want this right here. So, Zelda's given us the Bow of Light. It has infinite durability and it shoots light arrow. It doesn't take any ammo. It just shoots light arrows. So we need to hit all of his eyeballs all over his body and finish the fight. Might even shoot one up his asshole just for fun. The moment I went to make a crude joke about Calamity Ganon's giant demon pig asshole, Magnum had the good taste to just throw me off his back. There they are. I guess I'm not paying very good attention and getting knocked off, but we'll get her, son. We'll get her, son. Boom. Bop. I'll get this one free aim, son. Pow. We can do it, Magnum.
Ganon wird immer schwächer.
Honestly, this is just kind of like a scripted sequence. When he roars, for some reason I get thrown off of Magnum's back. Of course it's raining. Miyamoto's ghost has made his appearance right here during the final fight. But I would say this is like when you're quote-unquote fighting Yu Yevon's spirit at the end of Final Fantasy X after you fight the final Aeon.
Jetzt oder nie.
It's like, I can't imagine losing this fight, but it's still something to do, I guess, to be an Elf Boy hero. Over here, Magnus. I'm just going to whistle for you so that you could physically walk over to me. He doesn't even remember what that's like. That doesn't even make sense to him. Alright, for aesthetic purposes, we got to be careful here at the end because I need to hit his final eyeball in his forehead, but also unequip the bow so I don't have it on my back during the cutscene, son. It's the most important part of the playthrough. Yeah, he could shoot like these big world-ending lasers, but that ain't nothing. I played Final Fantasy VI. I know about Kefka's Light of Judgment, so I've already seen shit like that. You want to open that forehead chakra eyeball for me, buddy? Hang out with Tien. Oh, there's one in his belly, too. I forgot. Get in his belly. F-boy justice. I didn't mean to jump off the Magnum's back.
Nur noch ein bisschen. Dann haben wir ihn.
Oh, God. I felt like a blood moon was about to happen. Every enemy in the game respawns and rushes us at the same time. I ran into his foot, his funky foot. Magnum's hard to steer. I need my damn motorcycle. Okay, there it is, boys. The finale. I want big, full hearts.
Das ist Ganons tiefstes Wesen. Link, jetzt liegt alles an dir. Link, jetzt tu es.
Did I miss? What the hell happened? Oh, he can hit you in there.
Uns Angriffe zunutze machen.
Alright, I think this will be the final attack then. Woosah. Okay. Could there be any better end to this playthrough? I feel like when the frozen time ends, the point disappears. But I don't want that bow on my back during the final cutscene. Miyamoto, you're killing me. You're killing me. Was that it? Did I get it? No? Yes? No? Maybe? How am I fucking up the final boss fight so bad? I tell you. Okay, he's shooting a special pig cannon. Magnum's just standing there. No selling the entire fucking fight. This farce of a final battle. It won't let you Star Platinum Zawara to him at the end of the game, I've learned recently. I don't know why these arrows aren't counting.
Link,
There it is. My aesthetic quality. I based the whole playthrough on the aesthetic quality. You're killing me, Calamity Ganon. You're killing me. He knew the only way to actually hurt the elf boy was to ruin this final moment of the playthrough. At least y'all are getting some cool, like, neon lighting. Some blood dragon lighting. There it is. The eyeball of truth. Okay, I'm just going to have that bow on my back, and it's just going to ruin the ending. I don't know what else to do for you kids. TMVA, Breath of the Wild, son. We ended it as we lived it. Barely knowing what we were fucking doing. at any given moment. It's never taken me this long to beat him before, y'all. I just want y'all to know that. You're experiencing something true and beautiful, son. This is a moment that we couldn't have created. It was a moment of truth. I guess they want you to frozen time shoot him, and then that's that. That's what I'm going to do this time when the eyeball opens. Am I shooting too early? Is he getting trigger shy? Alright, we're going to wait till the eyeball is fully fucking open this time, and we're going to put a fucking light arrow in it. Open her up, sweetheart. He did it! Somehow he did it, and he got to equip the bow. I win!
Ich habe alles miterlebt. Von Anfang an. Dein Schicksal. Dein Leiden. Dein Kampf. Und deshalb hatte ich Vertrauen. Ich war mir ganz sicher, du würdest die Verheerung Ganon zurückschlagen. Link, Held von Hyrule. Vielen Dank für alles. Erinnerst du dich? Weißt du noch, wer ich bin?
Well, alright, y'all. Look at that. Another Tenfey's magical video game adventure in the books, son. We just shot right through the game. Next time I might slow down, you know, take in the sights. Let y'all enjoy it, son. I hate cranking this shit out too quick for y'all, son. I would hate for y'all to get overwhelmed. Son, you're like, ah, Tenfey. So much content. Hours every day. But in all seriousness, I appreciate y'all sticking through to the end. I was worried about this last episode. I have been for a while. But, you know, I was not being able to live up to the hype in my head. But you just got to sit down and do it. It's like Eli the Plague of Gripes says, son. If you don't sit down and just try to do something, you'll never accomplish anything if you're too worried about it. So, there you go. We learned an important life lesson right here at the end of the game. Well, anyway, I told y'all at the end I was going to be demanding comments. So, this is it now. Here's what you could include in your comment, son, if you wanted to fill my heart, make you feel my heart with warm feelings. Sorry, I'm a bit overwhelmed here at the end of the game. I'm getting a bit verklempt. But yeah, just let me know what was your. First of all, let me know when you started watching me play Breath of the Wild. Was it at the beginning of this TMVA? Was it at some point during it? Was it during Any Way the Wind Blows? Or hell, were you there when I originally streamed the Wii U version? I think there's like 3 videos on my channel that are me streaming the game for the very first time. That'd be real interesting to know where you signed up for this doomed voyage. But yeah, let me know that. What was your favorite outfit from the playthrough, son? I'll go ahead and let you all know mine. Definitely orange tunic. Although for second and third place, I'd have to go with the black tunic, obviously. Edgy boy black tunic, son. It's just too much fun doing that Dark Knight Leon from Final Fantasy II voice. And as for third, there's so many to choose from, son. John Henry Lionel, Secret Ninja Pajamas, the brown tunic, wholesome, son. I'm a big fan of the white tunic too, and of course the pink tunic. What was your favorite saga through the game, son? That'd be a nice part of your comment. Who was your favorite character? Who was your favorite character in the game? And then who is your favorite fictional character that was also watching the playthrough with you all? There are several of them, son. When the Tenfey historians finish chronicling the archives, that is Tenfey Breath of the Wild content, son, they'll have a full list of it. But yeah, it's a good game. It's the sequel comes out in literally less than a week, in like 6 days. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm just going to play it. I mean, I guess someday I might play it for the channel if that's something you kids are interested in. Oh, God bless y'all, son. I'd be nothing without y'all. So as always, I really appreciate it, son. And for those of y'all that were waiting for the playthrough the end before you would watch it, you'd be like me with Berserk. I've never read Berserk. I know the basic plot points and such, but I told myself I wouldn't read it until it finished, and very sadly, that might not ever be a thing that happens, son. I decided I wouldn't let TMVA Breath of the Wild be my Berserk. TMVA Breath of the Wild and creating and drawing Berserk, equal amounts of effort, I'd like to think. Oh, good times. So yeah, Link and Zelda. Zelda's back. I guess she was a ghost for the 100 years, so she didn't age or anything. And so we'll have to see what her and Link get up to, son, in the sequel. Cass has got to be in the sequel. There's no way. I won't accept any other way. And all of our horses, they should let you carry your horses over like Chow. Can you carry your Chow over in the Sonic games? I don't know. Suikoden, that's a thing where you collect characters. Pokemon. Why didn't I just start with Pokemon? Why didn't he just start with Pokemon? Alright, I don't know how long the credits are, but I'm just going to let them play through. So, as always, once again, I legitimately want to thank y'all, son. It means a lot knowing that me sitting here ranting and raving to myself in my room in front of a microphone like a lunatic benefits some people in the world, son. It makes it all feel like it might have just been worth it.
Heute geht es weiter zum Dorf der Soras. Varuta bewegt sich nicht mehr. Ich muss herausfinden, warum. Der Pegel des Stausees macht mir auch Sorgen. Und abgesehen davon wollte Mifas Vater uns sehen. Wir sollten noch einmal mit ihm über seine Tochter sprechen. Die Verheerung haben wir zwar abgewendet, aber es gibt noch so viel zu tun. Und einige traurige Erinnerungen werden bestehen bleiben. Eines steht fest. Die Einwohner dieses Reiches sind stark. Sie können ein Hyrule aufbauen, das schöner ist als jemals zuvor. Und deshalb muss ich tun, was ich kann. Ich möchte meinen Beitrag leisten. Komm, lass uns gehen. Ich höre die Stimme des Schwertes nicht mehr. Meine Kraft. Vielleicht ist sie durch die 100-jährige Versiegelung verkümmert. Aber was soll's? Ich brauche sie nicht mehr.